Greetings, fellow business analysts and anyone aspiring to define future digital solutions. I'm Tom Hathaway, and I'm thrilled to present the expanded version of our popular course titled Business Analysis 101, Requirements Mastery with ChatGPT. As a practicing or aspiring business analyst, you'll be very comfortable with the idea of asking questions, lots and lots of questions. One of the best methods for gathering information from a diverse group of stakeholders about a proposed project or product early on is a simple questionnaire. However, devising an effective questionnaire is not as easy as just writing down what questions you want to ask. You already did that in creating the question file. Creating a well-structured questionnaire is essential to accurately elicit problems, opportunities, and even potential requirements from end users. So for that reason, I developed a set of guidelines for good questionnaires for business analysts. I'm going to start by demonstrating how to create a prompt for generating a questionnaire. This will help begin the requirements elicitation for the Moneycaster project. Then I'll walk you through my guidelines. First things first, though. I'm going to use the vision statement for the Moneycaster project to establish the context of my product. Now, this vision statement is for the same product as the product description I introduced in an earlier lesson. In case you want to study it to refresh your memory, simply pause the video and take whatever time you need to be comfortable with it. Next, I explain to ChatGPT why I need the questionnaire, namely to identify problems and ideas for improving their cash forecasting. Then I offer my rules for a good questionnaire as follows. Maintain privacy and respect with questions that are impersonal and professional to avoid intruding on individuals' privacy or sensitive topics. Make sense? Optimize questionnaire length to 10 to 15 questions to maintain their attention throughout. Good. Mix open-ended and closed-ended questions to elicit a balance of quantitative and qualitative data. Write each question in clear, straightforward, and concise language to minimize ambiguity and complexity. Also, make sure that the tone is polite, respectful, and fosters cooperation and collaboration. Avoid subjective or ambiguous words. This reduces the risk of misinterpretation and increases the precision of the responses. Use words with clear, single interpretations relevant to the context. Obviously, minimize the use of technobabble or jargon because those can really be easily misunderstood when they're taken out of context. Sequence your questions in a logical order that start at the general level and then drill down to specifics. This helps participants or respondents understand and engage better. Consider the diverse backgrounds of your respondents and ensure that questions are culturally sensitive and accessible to people with different experiences and capabilities. Provide introductions or contextual information whenever that's necessary within the questionnaire so that the respondents recognize why their answers matter and what they can expect to get out of it. Frame the question so that they can be easily answered, and don't force the respondents to try to remember complex information or think too much about what the correct answer is. Great book out there, Don't Make Me Think. This avoids fatigue, which leads to disengagement. Emphasize the confidentiality and anonymity of all information they provide, especially if it might be considered sensitive. That encourages honesty and increases the response rate. Those are my rules. Now, ChatGPT rises up to the challenge. For starters, it skillfully crafts a welcoming introduction to the questionnaire. I think this invitation will motivate more people to respond. Next, ChatGPT provides a list of suggested questions, which is really helpful. This will definitely speed up the process of developing my questionnaire, since it's always quicker and easier to refine something than to start from scratch. Plus, it's a great way to ensure that I don't overlook any important details. I like the first question. It's an effective way to collect essential information about the habits of potential users. And the multiple choice format is particularly appealing. However, I think I would add a fifth option, other, accompanied with a text field to accommodate unique responses. Question 2 is great as well because it gives me fodder for problem analysis. And it's going to be essential in determining not just the features for the app, but also the priorities of those features. I think I'm going to change the top 3 to read 3 to 5, though, just, to get more ideas out of them. Asking the user to rate their understanding of the cash flow patterns is also valuable to help me identify potential super users that I might want to have a more in-depth conversation with. I feel like question 4 is a trick question. I'd be surprised if anyone answers not at all, but if they do, I don't think they'll become a customer. I like 5 being open-ended because the number of options is sheer unlimited. 6 might just be great to make them aware of problems they may not know they have. It'll be kind of interesting to see what responses we get for that. Number 7 is soliciting potential features or solutions, so that's going to be useful. Asking how far out there they forecast their finances should be revealing as well. That'll help with the feature selection and prioritization. I think 9's a loaded question. I'll wait and see what comes back before I form an opinion, but I think it is. Question 10 almost seems like a repeat of 6, whether they missed out on financial opportunities. So I might end up combining the two and tweaking the wording. Now you can check out questions 11 through 15 yourself and judge how good of a job you think ChatGPT did for my situation. I think they're all pertinent, and I might just send them out as is, although I generally end up tweaking most of them just to make sure they fit my needs. I also appreciate the closing remarks, and I'm probably going to use that or something similar. All in all, I love the idea of using ChatGPT to suggest questions that are specific to my domain and my product or project, so I don't have to start from scratch every time. I'm definitely going to be using this on my next project. Now, when we discuss elicitation techniques, it's common to hear about questionnaires and surveys together. You may be curious about the difference between a questionnaire and a survey. While people often use the terms questionnaire and survey interchangeably, they do actually represent distinct yet related ideas in research and data collection. Here's a comparison to shed light on their unique characteristics and application. A questionnaire is a tool for data collection that consists of a series of questions, ergo the name questionnaire. It's the actual instrument that respondents interact with. And it can be in a lot of different formats like paper or digital or online forms. The questions can be open-ended, closed-ended, or a mixture of both. The questionnaire does not include the process of data analysis. It's just the set of questions used to collect information. Now, a survey, on the other hand, is a broader term that refers to the entire process of collecting, analyzing, and interpreting data from a sample of individuals. It includes the design of the study, the method of data collection, the selection of the sample group, the analysis, and the reporting of the results. Surveys can be conducted using a lot of different methods, including interviews, telephone calls, online platforms, job shadowing, observation, or mailed questionnaires. It's a systematic method of collecting data from a population of interest. So in essence, a questionnaire is a key element within the broader framework of a survey. The survey process is a lot more intricate, involving various stages and elements, among which the questionnaire is merely one aspect, essentially the tool used for gathering data from participants.